evening and welcome. At this time, we ask that you please stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance by Class of 2026 Vice President Madeline Bagg, followed by the National Anthem, sung by Senior Madison Schreier.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, and thank you, Madeline and Madison. Next, I'd like to introduce Senior Class President Emma Dion.
Good evening, family, friends, and honored guests, and welcome to the Class of 2026 Evening of Recognition. My name is Emma Dion, and I am the President for the Class of 2026. We are gathered here today to recognize the students in the senior class who are members of the National Honor Society and also announce scholarship awards. On behalf of the Class of 2026, I would like to thank the scholarship presenters, faculty members, and the guidance department for presenting tonight. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Mr. Stephen Duff.
Good evening. Welcome to the Quaboag Senior Award Ceremony for the Class of 2026. I feel very privileged and honored to stand here in front of you to acknowledge the achievements of these resilient students who have made both QRMHS and their families proud. This program is held to recognize the young talents who have made immense contributions to our school and the community as a whole. These students exhibit qualities that will not only help them in achieving their future goals, but also model the excellence of a Quaboag education. The goal is to recognize the extra talent and excellence that our students have demonstrated over the course of the last 13 years. Today, we will celebrate the achievements of our students. I also would like to address those students who do not receive any awards tonight. Do not lose hope, as this is not the end of everything, and there will be many more opportunities coming your way to prove your resolve. You have met the graduation requirements, and you'll receive your high school diploma on Saturday. And to me, that is the greatest award that each of you have earned. I would also like to use this opportunity to thank our tremendous staff that are here tonight and our remarkable students for making Quaboag the top school in our area. Congratulations, students and teachers. It is now my honor to introduce the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship recipients. The John and Abigail Adams Scholarship is awarded to the students who have scored in the top 25% of their class on the grade 10 MCAS test at Quaboag Regional High School. The John and Abigail Adams Scholarship provides a tuition waiver to students who enroll in any Massachusetts college, university, or community school. The following students are this year's recipients of the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship. Please stand. You don't have to come up, but you can just stay standing until I'm done, okay? Maddock Andrioli, Madeline Bagg, Riley Barton, Shelby Bridges, Connor Burgess, Kennedy Shenevert, Gretchen Kahn, Emma Dion, Brennan Doe, Caden Dufault, Haisa Freitas, Landon Hogan, Lynx Lamoureux, Gianna Lindsay, William Lopes, Gianni Manzaro, Reese Miner, Olive Moulton, Lily Nimps, Camden Olivo, Niley Peter, Madeline Potvin, Genevieve Reagan, Gabrielle Riendo, Elijah Wilhelm, and Allison Williams. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. You can sit. The Superintendent Scholar Award. This year's recipient of the Superintendent Scholar Award is an outstanding young woman who has excelled here at Quaboag in all of her classes. She has taken 5 advanced placement courses. This is in addition to almost every single honors course that we offer. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge Olive Moulton here on awards night for her academic achievements. Congratulations, Olive. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium National Honor Society Advisor, Mr. James Joinville, to present the National Honor Society stoles.
It is now my pleasure to recognize our graduating members of the Lucy Stone chapter of the National Honor Society. The students who will receive their Blue National Honor Society stole tonight have been active members of our chapter and continue to uphold the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. These students also embody Quaboag's core values of community, opportunity, academic excellence, and responsibility. They have served as role models to our students, given service to our schools and town communities, and have held the highest standards of conduct as they have served in the various ways throughout the year. I will call forward each of the chapter's officers to receive their stoles, and then I will call up members in groups of 5 to help this move along a little bit quicker. And help me, I would like to thank our new chapter president, Lily Sturgis, for her assistance this evening. President Cam Olivo. Vice President Landon Hogan. Secretary Olive Moulton. Treasurer Matic Andrioli. Historian Cam Williams. Parliamentarian Haisa Freitas. Public Relations Caitlin Nault. Members Juliana Augusto, Madeline Bagg, Shelby Bridges, Connor Burgess, Jacob Kikase. Members Gretchen Kahn, Emma Dion, Maddie Dufresne, Gabby Feeney, Brianna Hawk. Evie Iowanic, Allison Jones, Mia Latender, Gianna Lindsay, William Lopes. Reese Miner, Haley Nash, Ava Ostrout, Jacob Plant. Maddie Potvin, Gabrielle Riendo, Maddie Sears, Caden Smart, Jack Stevens. Elijah Wilhelm, Allison Williams, Kyle Withers. Thank you, and please welcome to the podium Principal John DiOrio.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to introduce the valedictorian and salutatorian for the class of 2026. This year's valedictorian is William Lopes. Throughout his time at Quaboag, William has distinguished himself through his dedication to academic excellence, hard work, and commitment to learning. His remarkable achievement of earning a 4.67 GPA reflects not only his intelligence, but also his perseverance, discipline, and determination to challenge himself at the highest level. I'm happy to recognize William's outstanding achievements and celebrate all that he has accomplished during his time at Quaboag. Congratulations, William. This year's salutatorian for the class of 2026 is Olive Moulton. Olive's time at Quaboag has been marked by a genuine commitment to learning, personal growth, and making the most out of every opportunity. Through years of dedication and hard work, she has earned an outstanding 4.52 GPA. And established herself as a respected member of the class of 2026. Today, we honor Olive's remarkable accomplishments and the dedication she has shown throughout her journey at Quaboag. Congratulations, Olive. I also have the privilege of introducing this year's Principal Leadership Award winner, and that's going to go to Maddie Bagg. The Principal's Award is given to a student who demonstrates excellence not only in academics, but also leadership, character, service, and a commitment to their school and community. Maddie embodies all of these qualities and more. Many of you know Maddie is a tremendous soccer player. Her talent on the field has allowed her to travel to compete in high-level tournaments against some of the best competition available. While many students would understandably focus all their energy on athletics, Maddie has never allowed her athletic success to come at the expense of her education. She has consistently demonstrated that academics remain a top priority, balancing the demands of travel and competition while maintaining an outstanding record in the classroom. Beyond her academic and athletic accomplishments, Maddie has distinguished herself as a leader within our school community. She is a class vice president, a member of the National Honor Society, and a Community Service Club member. Please join me in congratulating Maddie on the recipient of this year's Principal Leadership Award. At this time, I'd like to introduce Rosemary Dumas and Michelle Mikulak to present the Kevin M. Dumas Memorial Scholarship.
Move this without breaking it. Good evening, everybody. It is an honor for my mom and I to be here tonight to present the Kevin M. Dumas Scholarship Award. This scholarship was established in memory of Kevin by the generosity of his family and friends. Kevin graduated from Quaboag in 1988. Each year, I try to think of a way to describe Kevin's character. Tonight, I found the words and inspiration with the help of some of this year's applicants. Kevin knew how to live life to the fullest, which made him fun to spend time with. However, he was also the person who was there when things got hard. Kevin's empathy and support made an impact in the lives of those who knew him best. My hope is that each of you will have an opportunity to make a difference in other people's lives.
This year, we are awarding 2 scholarships in the amount of $2,000 each, one to Gianna Lindsay and the other to William Lopes.
At this time, we'd like to welcome Commander Richard Kemp, Senior Vice Commander Jeff Nickerson, Junior Vice Commander Renee Berthume, Dave Tebow, and Vice President of the Auxiliary Carol Pagnini, along with Karen Hayes, to present the Beaches Brayman, John E. Adams Donald White House Memorial Technical Scholarships and the Sons of the American Legion Scholarships.
Good evening. My name is Dave Tebow, past commander of the American Legion Post 244. I'm joined by our new commander, Jeff Nickerson, Junior Vice Commander Rennie Berthume, Commander of the Sons Richard Kemp, Vice President of the Auxiliary Carol Pagnoni, and Auxiliary members Karen Hayes and Deb LeGrand. First, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2026. You have accomplished a great goal that you should be very proud of. Good luck with all your future endeavors. Work hard, always be positive and kind. Most of all, be respectful to all the people that you will meet on your journey. Today is more than just a ceremony, it's a milestone. It marks the culmination of years of hard work, late-night study sessions, and the unwavering determination that brought you to this moment. Today you stand on the threshold of the future, waiting to be shaped by your dreams and ambitions. At this time, I always ask, is there anybody in this class that is joining the military? Nobody again. This is 3 years in a row. You're letting me down here. Just kidding. We are here first tonight to present the Beatrice L. Brahman Scholarship from the Auxiliary by Carol, Karen, and Deb. This year goes to Madeline Potvin. Congratulations. Next, we'll be awarding the Adams Cooney Froome Legion Scholarships by Rennie Berthume. This year's recipients are Emma Estrella, and Candom Williams. This year also, we have a kind of new scholarship that we'll be handing out. This is a tech scholarship, and this year it's the Donald White House Memorial Scholarship. And this year it is Madeline Dufresne. Congratulations to both of you. Now we'll be presenting Sons of the Legion scholarships. Jeff?
Thanks, Dave. Good evening, graduates. Today you close one chapter and open another, and the pages ahead are entirely yours to write. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts, and you will face both. Embrace them equally. Every stumble is a lesson, and every lesson is a step forward." As you step into the freedoms that await you, we ask that you pause and consider how those freedoms were earned. They were purchased at a great cost by men and women who left high schools not unlike this one, who traded the comfort of home for the uncertainty of service. Our veterans and their families carry burdens that most of us will never fully understand. Missed birthdays, long deployments, wounds both seen and unseen. Their sacrifice is the quiet foundation beneath everything you are about to build. So honor them, not just on a holiday, but in how you live. Serve your community. Look out for one another. Choose courage over comfort when it matters. You are ready, and the world is waiting. Congratulations. In addition to the American Legion scholarships and the auxiliary scholarships, the American Legion in West Brookfield also provides 2 scholarships from the Sons of the American Legion. And to present these scholarships is the commander of the Sons of the American Legion, Commander Richard Kemp.
The first scholarship goes to Madeline Potvin. Second scholarship goes to Jackson McGarry. Now it's my pleasure. Please welcome Mr. Bob Reynolds to present the, sorry, my glasses. The Enola J. Reynolds Scholarship.
Thank you and welcome. Congratulations, class of 2026. Enola J. Reynolds was my sister. Born and raised here in Warren, Mass. Graduated in the class of 1973. They're the class that left the Cougar. She was selected as from coaches and peers, Female Athlete of the Year. I want to tell you just a little bit about her. After she graduated, she attended Mount Marty College in Yankton, South Dakota, where she received her bachelor's degree in physical education and in health. Her first teaching job she landed was in Gillette, Wyoming. Even though she didn't like to stay in one place very long, she also taught in Utah and then finally worked her way to California. In California is where she finished her teaching certificate, or teaching career, excuse me. But during that time, she had an interest in officiating basketball. By the time she finished her career in California, she became an NCAA, Division I basketball official. This past October, She was inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame in Mount Marty in Yankton College, in Yankton, South Dakota. The Enola J. Reynolds Scholarship will continue for the next 20-plus years, and it's my honor to award the first award to Madeline Potvin. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to welcome Jamie Hubash from the North Brookfield Savings Bank.
Good evening. Since 2010, North Brookfield Savings Bank has proudly awarded scholarships to outstanding local graduating seniors. Investing in the future of our communities is at the core of who we are. We believe that supporting students as they pursue higher education is one of the most meaningful ways we can promote financial wellness, opportunity, and long-term success. Each year, we are inspired by dedication, resilience, and achievements of the students and the communities we serve. Your hard work inside and outside the classroom, your commitment to personal growth, and your determination to reach this milestone are truly commendable. On behalf of North Brookfield Savings Bank, I would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to the entire graduating class. Today represents not only the result of years of effort, but also the exciting beginning of a new chapter filled with possibility. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I present the 2026 North Brookfield Savings Bank Scholarship to William Lopes. That's okay. Here you are. So much. Congratulations. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Karen Shepard to present the Core Choir Scholarship.
On behalf of Core Choir, it is my pleasure to present this year's scholarships to Emma Dion and Jacob Kakas.
Next, please welcome Mr. Philip Milgrom and Nancy Novak to present the Centered Place Scholarships.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we feel welcome. We're grateful to be here. And we knew that you're going to be sitting here for a long time tonight, so we decided to cut our presentation short. So, seriously, it's a great honor for us to be here tonight. And this is our 6th year participating in this awards ceremony. We owe our heartfelt thanks to Eric for inviting us and for continuing to give us the opportunity to give and to honor a great student or two or three.
Before we present our scholarships, I want you to know that I'm very fond of Quaboag Regional. I was in the very first 8th grade class here when the school opened in 1968.
Talk faster, they're going to start figuring out how old you are.
And I want to take an aside. Enola was my classmate, so I really honor her. We were both class of 1973 up there. I am grateful for the education I received here. It prepared me for college very well. I know the 4 seniors we are about to honor have been well prepared for college too. When I graduated from Quaboag, I pursued a career in biological sciences. While working at UMass Medical School in Worcester as a research scientist, I was introduced to yoga. It changed my life. I knew then that sharing yoga would be the best way to serve others. So I founded the Centered Place Yoga Studio here in town in 1988. Even though yoga was relatively unheard of in the area at that time, I followed my heart anyway. I worked hard and stayed committed to my calling. And I see the same commitment and ambition in the 4 seniors we're about to call up.
As we do every year, I guess I'm going to hold it. We organize a scholarship fundraiser to give our own students and clients a chance to build upon what our small business could afford to contribute. And once again, they came through spectacularly. And that's what yoga is really about. It's about giving. It's not just about flexibility or health or being centered. Yoga is about giving and serving the needs of others. And regarding the graduates who were rewarding tonight, we selected them based mostly on their generosity and their sincere desire to serve others or make a difference in the world.
All 4 seniors had a positive impact on their school and their local communities as volunteers and leaders and as mentors for their fellow students and teammates. They were highly involved in athletics and school and community projects.
We used to run a relay race in track in high school. That's why we're passing the microphone here. By the way, the jokes I'm sharing, they're funny, but not tonight. They also held jobs to support themselves and to lessen the financial burden college expenses might have on their families. And in spite of all the time they devoted to their jobs and to serving their school and their community, all 4 had superb grades. In fact, 3 of them had the top 3 grade point averages, and the 4th was not far behind.
So tonight, we're happy to honor and offer scholarships to the following seniors. Please come forward. Landon Hogan. Reese Miner. William Lopez. And Olive Moulton.
Where are we? Yeah. Okay, somewhere like that. Just read that. Anyway, we congratulate you, and we know you have what it takes to realize your dreams. You've proven it by how hard you worked and how selflessly you served. You have cultivated skills and habits that will help you overcome any obstacles and hardship you might find along the way. You have the maturity, the will, and the strength you need to overcome them. Honest. Nancy's going to hand out the scholarships, and then we want you to stay for a few seconds more. All right. So before you return, We know you wouldn't be here without the support you've received from others. So first, we would like all of you and us to give a round of applause to thank the teachers and the counselors and the other personnel of this school. And just as important, and perhaps even more important, is to thank your families and friends for the support they provided for you and how they inspired you. Good luck. Thank you. You did it. Thank you. We're going to welcome Jeffrey Bouchard and Jacob Kakachi.
Okay.
Thank you.
So our next presenters are from the Warren and West Brookfield Football Cheer Scholarship Association. It's going to be Dennis McGarry and Erica Bouchard.
Good evening, students, parents, and Quaboag community. My name is Dennis McGarry. This is Erica Bouchard. We're here to present the Warren West Brookfield Youth Football and Cheer Family Scholarship for 2026. The WWBYFC Family Scholarship is awarded to 2 graduating seniors that participated in WWBYFC program for at least 2 seasons. The candidates were asked to draft an essay on what the WWBYFC family meant to them and what it meant to their early development as a student athlete.
Before we announce the recipients, we want to recognize all WWBYFC parents, the dozens of volunteers, local businesses that donate to our program, the high schoolers that volunteer their time to support younger kids, usually before or after their own football and cheer practices, our game day EMT, Chief Lavoie, and last but not least, Mr. Duff, Mr. Bouchard, and the Quaboag School District for their support to the WWBYFC program. We are proud to announce this year's WWBYFC Family Scholarship recipients, who are Jacob Kakase and Jeffrey Bouchard.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So the next scholarship is Mrs. Sharon Shepardson to present the Richard E. Shepardson Memorial Scout Scholarship.
Congratulations to the class of 26. I see a lot of familiar faces from my last year in 3rd grade in West Brookfield. Congratulations, you've all done a wonderful job. This scholarship given in memory of my husband and his association with the Troop 118 Boy Scouts. The qualifications are character, service to others, and you don't have to be a Boy Scout, but one of them is. The first scholarship goes to Jacob Plant, who just made Eagle. Next one, Maddie Potvin. And last but not least, Landon Hogan.
Please welcome members of the Douglas family to present the Shane Douglas Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, family, friends, school community in the class of 2026. Tonight, we are presenting 2 scholarships from the Shane Douglas Memorial Scholarship Fund. As many of you know, we lost our son Shane 1,434 days ago on June 26, 2022. Shane was a beloved son, brother, grandson, and nephew, but he also was a Quaboag alumni of class of 2021. Shane was an amazing young man with a bright future ahead of him. That future was cut short by a tragic accident. We do not get to experience the many milestones he would have had, and because of that, that is why we choose to honor him and award scholarships to the deserving students to help them carry on and achieve their dreams and reach their milestones. In doing so, I hope that each student will carry a little piece of Shane with them through life, remembering to live life to the fullest, making each day count. Laugh louder, try harder, love deeper. Don't live life without regrets or what ifs. Live life with passion and remember whens. Always remember tomorrow is never promised, because that is how Shane lived. We are incredibly grateful for the continued love and support from the school and the community in Shane's honor to help keep this scholarship fund possible. It has helped us through exceeding tough times during these last 4 years. We hope to continue awarding scholarships for many more years to come. With that being said, we'd like to present the first scholarship to a student who represents leadership, drive, and focus, an excellent academic career along with sports, fire academy, work, and volunteering. This student will be attending the University of Alabama. Congratulations, Connor Burgess. The second scholarship is presented to a student who exemplifies leadership, passion, and determination. He also has an excellent academic career. While setting school records in sports, work, and volunteering, this student will be attending Assumption College. Congratulations, Jacob Kakase. We wish the best of luck to each and every student in whatever their future holds. Congratulations, class of 2026. You did it.
Next, please welcome Mrs. Heather McCusick to present the Mrs. A's Kids, the Barbara Alexander Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you for having me here tonight. My name is Heather McCusick, and some of you may know me as your 3rd grade teacher, and I'm honored to be here to present a scholarship in my mother's memory. My mom, Barbara Alexander, Mrs. A to so many, was a special education teacher who gave 31 years to West Brookfield Elementary School in the Quaboag Regional School District. It means so much to our family to be here each year to continue her legacy. I've been coming to awards night to present this scholarship since 2018, and each year I try to share a little bit about my mom and who she was, her strength, her passion for helping others, and how she faced serious health challenges, including brain surgery, with incredible resilience. But what I come back to every time is this: she never gave up on kids, ever. In her classroom, she had a flying pig. At first glance, it may have seemed just like a decoration, but it wasn't. It represented the idea behind the phrase, "when pigs fly," the things that felt impossible. in her classroom were possible. It meant not yet. It meant keep going. It meant I believe you can. That belief is what this scholarship represents. And this year, it feels especially meaningful to me because once again, I have the privilege of recognizing a former third grade student of mine. Madison Sears, I remember you as a young student, and now here you are at this milestone. Watching that growth is exactly why my mom loved what she did. Madison embodies the qualities my mom valued most: perseverance, growth, and kindness. Madison, I am so proud of you, and it is my honor to present you with the 2026 Mrs. A's Kids Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations.
From the Cougars Athletic Association, we'd like to welcome Amy Paquette and Larry Corder to present the next scholarship.
Good evening. I have the honor of presenting 2 scholarships from the Cougars Athletic Association. These scholarships, valued at $1,000 each, are awarded to graduating seniors who embody the core values of our Quaboag athletic community. Our committee carefully selected this year's recipients based on their demonstrated excellence in academics, their dedication to our athletic programs, and their commitment to community service. These individuals represent the Quaboag community, showing resilience and leadership both on and off the field. It is now my pleasure to announce our recipients, Jacob Kikase and Madeline Potvin.
Next, I'd like to welcome Lieutenant Kyle Slajewski from the Warren Fire Department to present the Warren Firemen's Association Scholarship.
Good evening, class of 2026. I'd like to recognize any of you considering a career in public safety. As you've probably seen in the news, it's been very tough for public safety across New England recently, and I commend you for that decision. For those of you who don't know what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. I sat in these chairs 11 years ago, and I can assure you time does fly, but you have time to make that decision and find what's right for you. I did have a 3-page speech, but if you're as hot as I am, you probably don't want me to do it, so we're going to go quick here. It's my pleasure to announce the Warren Fire Association Scholarship to Evangeline Ivanek.
I'd also like to acknowledge Chief Lavoie over there who came tonight too. So thank you, Adam, for all that you do. Next, I'd like to welcome from the Quaboag Education Association, Mrs. Kimberly Chafee, Cindy O'Leary, and we're also going to have Miss Amy Paquette come at the end.
All right, congratulations. Each year, the Teachers Union, the Quaboag Education Association, gives away several scholarships. I know, I'm short. Tonight, we're awarding over $1,000 in scholarships. QEA scholarships are awarded based on academic record, good school citizenship, and our first recipients meet that bill. Our first QEA scholarships go to Gabe Moberg and Jackson McGarry. The next scholarship that the QEA presents is in memory of our colleague, Claire Burke. Ms. Burke was a business teacher at Warren High School and then at Quaboag Regional, serving over 40 years before she retired in 1971. She probably taught many in this community, including grandparents or great-grandparents. This year's Claire E. Burke Scholarship goes to Ava Ostrout.
This I'm down. This QEA Leadership Award is presented by the Quaboag Education Association to a student with outstanding leadership over the past 4 years. In addition, the selection is based on a student's dedication to academics and to school citizenship. This year's winner is Reese Miner. The Regina Coffey Nykel Scholarship. The Quaboag Education Association established this scholarship in honor of their colleague, Mrs. Regina Coffey Nykel. Mrs. Coffey Nykel demonstrated commitment, deep compassion, sincerity, and love of teaching for her students over the 20 years she taught at Quaboag Regional High School. Congratulations to Evangeline Ivonic. I'd like to introduce Miss Amy Paquette for this one.
So this was a little unexpected tonight. I did not expect to read this. This scholarship, I am honored to have the privilege to read for my mother-in-law, Eleanor Castano Paquette. Ellie grew up in Warren. She graduated from Warren High School and continued on to Anna Maria College, where she earned her teaching degree for kindergarten through 8th grade. Her first teaching job was in the Palmertown neighborhood of Montville, Connecticut. That year, she got engaged, later married, and settled in West Brookfield with her husband. She continued her teaching career at Warren Elementary School. She continued to teach until her first child arrived. Ellie then became a stay-at-home mom. Her 3 children were each reading by the time they started kindergarten. When her youngest child was in school full-time, Mrs. Paquette went back to teaching. She became a Title I teacher at West Brookfield Elementary School, where she enjoyed the challenge of catching up a student that was 6 months or more behind in their educational journey. Often her efforts were very successful and not only caught up, but progressed beyond the benchmark. Mrs. Paquette later moved into her own classroom, teaching 1st grade, which she loved, by the way. Her soft voice and kind words made her a favorite teacher to many. When her own children were out with her, they often teased her about being a celebrity, since so many past students had to always stop and say hello to her. Mrs. Paquette retired from West Brookfield Elementary School in the 90s, leaving some big shoes to fill. She enjoyed her retirement years, spending time with her teacher friends, family beach trips, and lots of time with her 7 grandchildren. Mrs. Paquette passed away about 3 years ago after a battle with Parkinson's and dementia. Her family knew how much her years of teaching in this district meant to her and how much she enjoyed helping her students succeed. In lieu of flowers, donations had been made to the Quaboag Teachers Scholarship Fund in memory of her, a way to still help a student. It is, do you want to read that part? Okay. It is the QEA's pleasure to present this year's scholarship to the following student, Gianna Lindsay.
The next presenter is actually a familiar face. It's going to be Mrs. O'Leary, but I do have notes to thank her later on in the program. But every year, year after year, she puts in a tremendous amount of work for the students and the seniors for the scholarships. So every year I kind of joke like I'm going to have you read one year. Well, this is the year. Mrs. O'Leary puts in so much effort. This is an acknowledgement of all her hard work, and I appreciate all that she does, and I'm so thankful for her.
Thank you, Eric. Can you lower this?
Maybe.
Don't break it. We're going to start with the Bell and Hudson Insurance Agency Scholarship. First, we want to thank all the students that applied for our 6th annual Quaboag Regional Scholarship. We enjoyed reading each and every one of your essays. What an incredibly accomplished group. The Bell and Hudson Insurance Scholarship focuses on finding a student that has plans to continue their education, whether it be in a college setting, technical, trade school, or joining our military. We also appreciate an individual who participates in extracurricular activities and good citizenship. This year, we are so pleased to award our scholarship to Madeline Potvin. Congratulations, and we all wish you much success at Bentley University. The Franz Lewowski Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is offered in memory of Franz Lewowski, who taught in the Quaboag Regional School District for 28 years. That deserves an award. This year's recipient of this award is Caitlin Nault. The James F. McGillicuddy Family Scholarship. The James McGillicuddy Family Scholarship is made possible by a fund from the estate of Marguerite McGillicuddy, a former teacher, college professor, a dean of women at Worcester State University, and a member of the Warren School Committee. This scholarship goes to Olive Moulton. The Lindy Sue Hebert Memorial Scholarship. Lindy Sue Hebert passed away at the age of 12 from cystic fibrosis. Lindy was an honor student at the Warren Community Elementary School. She was an avid reader, and she enjoyed sewing. The Warren Community Elementary School faculty and staff dedicated this award in the memory of Lindy, and this year's recipient is Caden Smart. Congratulations. The St. Stanislaus Society Scholarship. Through the generosity of its members, the St. Stanislaus Society of West Warren is proud to award a scholarship to a young student who has worked extremely hard, both in the classroom and on the stage during his school career. At this time, we would like to congratulate Brennan Doe as this year's scholarship recipient. Congratulations, it's so exciting. The West Brookfield Parent-Teacher Organization. The West Brookfield Parent-Teacher Organization generously offers a scholarship to a senior. This year's recipient is Landon Hogan. Please welcome Mr. Eric Urban, Guidance Department Chairperson, to present the next group of scholarships.
So thank you, Mrs. O'Leary. I really appreciate it. I can't say enough. So the next scholarship is the Brookfield Lions Club Scholarship. The Brookfield Lions Club extends congratulations to the class of 2026, and this year's recipient is Gianna Lindsay. The Hakeem Medical Scholarship is through the generosity of Dr. Michael Hakeem. This year's scholarship recipient is Madeline Dufresne. The John E. Madigan School Service Award is given to a graduating senior for outstanding services to the Quaboag Regional High School. The Warren High School / Quaboag Regional High School Alumni Association presents this award in memory of Mr. John E. Madigan. Mr. Madigan performed great service to the association by serving as an officer faithfully for 41 years. This year's recipient is Emma Dion. The next one, many of you might have had him as a teacher if you went to Warren Elementary. The Joseph F. Murray Scholarship is in memory of Mr. Joseph F. Murray, a longtime teacher, school administrator, police officer, police chief, firefighter, justice of the peace, Marine Corps veteran of both World War II and the Korean War, and more importantly, one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. This year's recipients are all majoring in a medical-related field. At this time, I'd like to ask the following students to come up to the podium to receive their scholarship: Juliana Augusto, Allison Jones, and William Lopes. The Knights of Columbus Scholarship from West Brookfield Warren in Brookfield is in memory of Alexander Cordy. This year's recipient scholarships in the amount of $1,000 are awarded to Connor Burgess and Madeline Potvin. The Nicole L. Lapato Memorial Scholarship is offered in memory of Nicole Lapato, who is a member of the class of 2004, who sadly passed away not too long after high school in a car accident. Nicole was a very nice person who is remembered for her smile, sense of humor, and personality. She was also part of one of our first groups in Quaboag to visit Europe. This year's recipient of the Nicole L. Lapato Scholarship is Braden Lapato. Through the generosity of Mr. and Mrs. Bill and Sheila Reese from West Brookfield, who were teachers at West Brookfield Elementary Schools for 34 and 35 years, West Brookfield and Quaboag for 34 and 35 years respectively. Education is extremely important to them, and year after year, they give a scholarship, and they never cease to amaze me. This year's scholarship recipient is Kennedy Shenevert. And last but not least, for my part, the Warren Senior Club Scholarship is provided by the generosity of the members of the Warren Senior Club, and this year's recipient is Caitlin Nault. Next, I'd like to welcome back to the podium Superintendent Stephen Duff to present the next round of scholarships.
The Alice A. Carnes Business Studies Scholarship. Each year, this award is given by Mr. Robert Carnes and Charles and Diane Morin in memory of Robert's sister, Alice. Miss Carnes did not attend college, but nonetheless successful in her lifetime as a result of a business education she received in high school. This award is given to a student that plans to study business or business-related major in college. This year, the scholarship is presented to Jackson McGarry. The Kim Thayer Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is offered in memory of Kim Thayer, a graduate of the Quaboag Regional High School, class of 1991. This year's recipient is Matic Andrioli. The Michael T. Hurley Award, named after the band director of the Warren High School's Boy Victory Band. This award is given each year to one senior who has contributed significantly to the music program at Quaboag Regional High School. This year's recipient is Juliana Augusto. Michelle Skeet's class of 1997 Memorial Scholarship. This award is presented by the class of 1997 in memory of their classmate, Michelle Skeets. Michelle is a beautiful young woman who is deeply admired and respected by her friends and relatives who established the scholarship. While at Quaboag, Michelle showed her strong determination and strength to finish high school while battling cancer. I'm pleased to award this scholarship to Jacob Plant. The Moulton Insurance Agency Scholarship. The Moulton Insurance Agency Scholarship is generously awarded to a Quaboag senior or seniors to help defray various upcoming college expenses. This award is based on the student's transcript, school activity, community service. This year's recipient of the Moulton Insurance Agency Scholarship is Olive Moulton. The Rotary Club of Brookfield Scholarship. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Brookfields, we are pleased to announce Gianna Lindsay as this year's recipient of the club's 2026 scholarship. The committee was impressed with the significant achievements of all of the applicants and felt that Gianna embodied the mission of Rotary, which is service above self, along with her other significant accomplishments. The club congratulates Gianna and all of the graduates of the class of 2026 and wish them the best luck in their future pursuits. The Southbridge Youth Football and Chair. This year's recipient is an exceptional young man. He has played football since he was 5 years old, but his connection to the game began much earlier. Having grown up around Southbridge Youth Football and Chair, he was helping in the concession stand as soon as he was old enough to walk and talk. As he grew older, he continued to give back to the organization that helped shape him. After aging out of the program, he volunteered his time cleaning the equipment storage areas, assisting with concessions, and supporting younger athletes. He has always been quick to encourage players when they are struggling, reminding them to give their best efforts for themselves and their teammates. This year's recipient is the kind of young man who makes a great first impression, but the more you get to know him, the more remarkable he becomes. His character, dedication, and willingness to serve others set him apart. Southbridge Youth Football and Cheer is proud to award the Joe Theodos Memorial Scholarship to Landon Hogan, a young man who truly exemplifies scholarship, leadership, and philanthropy. We are confident that he will continue to achieve great things in college and throughout his life. Congratulations, Landon. At this time, I'd like to welcome back to the podium Mr. James Joinville.
Before I invite the other folks up, I need to fix a mistake that I made. I am human, and I inadvertently forgot one of our NHS members, so I'd like to recognize and present her stole. Serenity Gagnon, please come forward. I'm so sorry I forgot you earlier, but come forward for your stole, please. Now I would like to invite Andrea Hanfield and daughter Julie Hanfield to come up to help me with this next presentation. Leadership, character, service. These are just a few of the qualities that make up Casey Hanfield. In 2022, Casey first came to Quaboag as a member of the TMS group who was overseeing the finances of the district. And during that time, he began to build relationships with members of the Quaboag community, not only with myself, but also with Superintendent Duff. In the fall of 2023, he became the next principal of Quaboag Regional Middle High School. And even though his time here at Quaboag was short, the impression that he left on this school and this community will be felt for a long time. His presence around the building was always a welcome feeling, and even though he was a pretty tall guy, he would quietly walk past classrooms, see what was going on, and have a positive interaction with students and faculty on a regular basis. His caring nature and positive attitude were contagious to all the students around him, and how he served the students was something that those of us aspiring to be educators and educational leaders could and should look up to. Sitting in with the wind ensemble playing alto saxophone, taking up his usual spot at home football games right behind the goal post, something he always did while he was at Auburn, watching the football team play under the lights, being present for the National Art Honor Society induction are just some of the examples of who he was. He even went so far as to bring me a coffee on a Saturday morning in January of 2024 while I was serving as the concert coordinator for the Mass All-State Festival, because he knew the amount of running around that I was doing, and he brought me a coffee on his own time to keep me going. In February of 2025, he lost his battle with cancer, and with his family next to him, never gave up until that final moment, but we know that moment is not final. Through this scholarship in his name, we continue to honor his memory and his commitment to Quaboag and to education. I had the privilege and honor of going to school with Casey as well as his siblings as well. Here with me to present this scholarship are Casey's wife Andrea and their daughter Julia. In attendance also are Casey's parents, James and Helen, Casey's brother Corey, and Casey's sister Kristen. The family is pleased to present two $1,000 scholarships to two students who best exemplify the qualities that I said earlier. These decisions were not easy to make, and all the applicants should be proud of the work that they have accomplished. And at the end of tonight's ceremony, we do ask that they please come back and get a photograph with the family after we recess from the hall. This year's scholarship recipients are Connor Burgess and Madison Sears. Please welcome back to the podium Mr. Urban.
So I promise this is the last time I'm up here tonight. Before I have my closing remarks, I would just like to acknowledge two students who received a scholarship about a month ago, roughly. So if Lennon Smith and Juliana Augusto could just stand to be recognized, I appreciate that. So before closing the event, I would just like to thank our scholarship donors who, year after year, through their generosity, make this event happen. Phil and Nancy, Mr. and Mrs. Reese, and all of our donors, they never cease to amaze me. Sometimes we'll start with a very small number, and it becomes extremely large, sometimes as many as 10 times what the original number was. So thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to the Quaboag family and the community. Tonight, we awarded over $30,000 in scholarships. A special thank you, she's over there under the success sign on the wall, goes to my secretary, Lorna Fairbrother. Believe it or not, the planning for this event starts in November, and we are tweaking right up and sometimes through the awards night. So it's a very long process, and I don't do it alone. Lorna does the bulk of it, very honestly. So without her, this event has a totally different look. So I appreciate Lorna. We're almost there, guys. I'd also like to thank the QEA members. We have Miss O'Leary and Miss Chafee over there. The QEA puts in a lot of time and effort into this event and making sure that students are recognized and rewarded for their hard work. So thank you to them. I don't know where he went. I saw him earlier. Travis Baker from Warren Community Access TV, who's broadcasting this live, and also Rich Gaudette, who's giving us sound tonight. It's much better sound than we had a few years ago at this gymnasium, so thank you again. This morning, we also did about an hour and a half for those of you who were there, and many of our students who were recognized there. We typically used to do that on this night, but that would turn into about 3 hours. So we broke them up into the two events. So congratulations, everyone. I'm proud of you. Keep up the hard work and do great things. And at this time, we're all done. Have a nice night, everyone. Drive home safely.